Welcome back to Friday's Midday. Jabari, Ransome, and Kimberly Laborde are joining us now. Great to have y'all with us.
I'm glad to be here.
Absolutely. All right, so it's time to talk, apparently, because our mental health does matter. So what is Time to Talk Day?
Okay, so Time to Talk is a time, every February, the first week of February is considered Time to Talk. And it's to get, people to communicate, talk about, I think 1 in 4 in America, in the world, will have some bout of some mental illness for an episode. And so, I was telling Kim on the way up here, unhappy people have unhappy jobs, unhappy car, live unhappy lives, have unhappy children, so it starts with being able to be vulnerable and discuss things that bothers us. So first week of February is considered Time to Talk.
Okay.
And we want to promote that.
Okay, and I think that's something a lot of people, communication is kind of something that's kind of dwindled down over the years between people, for sure. So, I mean, I'm absolutely loving this. So how can we start?
Okay, so a lot of people, the number one thing is a fear of stigma or judgment.
Right.
And a lot of cultures these days, it's a belief that it's a sign of weakness, or it's a sign of going outside of the family and bringing judgment onto the family. So a lot of cultural beliefs is that you keep this inside the family, you don't go outside for mental health awareness. And it's also a lack of mental health knowledge. You just don't know what's going on with mental health and what it can do to a person's body, or what we go through when we have depression, anxiety, and things like that. It causes a lot of stuff on the body. And it's a lack of the faith and spiritual deficiencies these days. It's also one of the things that we're saying right now, that it's okay to not be okay. So on that one, Jabari's going to explain.
Yeah, I like that. So we continue to push to normalize mental health, right? I think that's the key. And so, like you said, spirituality. I'm a Christian, and I heard growing up, I think it was a 2 Timothy where it talked about God didn't give us a spirit of fear, right? But I always caution people, let's go to Proverbs 15 and 22, which talks about seeking good counsel. Right? Plans with great advisors, makes us succeed, right? So it's about normalizing mental health. We saw a study where it said 46% of Christians thought mental illness was demonic, right? But now, we recognize that it's not a moral issue. There's no sin that you created. It's a chemistry issue, a chemistry issue, and our thoughts are chemical, right? And so I'm a diabetic, person that might not be a diabetic, but it's different when we eat Snickers. It affects me a lot more deeply, right? So I think that makes it normal. We educate the families, and it makes us, better people. And we can help heal mental illness. The old cliche of illness starts with the I, and how we change that as wellness is with the we get connected, right? So can we talk about safe places to talk about mental health?
So when we talk about mental health, we don't want to judge. Don't judge. Talk open, be empathetic to your friends. Recommend that they go get help. Go see a therapist. Go see your mental health provider. Just be a resource for them. Send them somewhere. One of the places you can recommend is Beacon Behavioral Hospital. You can call us at 318-346-3143. Show a little bit of support to your person. Be that person that's like, hey, I understand you're going through something. It's okay. It's okay to have this going on, and go see somebody about it. And we definitely, one of the biggest things is not judging, because a lot of people nowadays we're quick to be judgmental, and it makes it worse on the person when they're going through something.
Absolutely. We're almost out of time. I'd love to keep talking to y'all, because this is a great topic, but for anyone that needs help or just wants to maybe just find out more, how can they do that? So
the thing we do is talk to your mental health provider, talk to your medical provider, or give us a call.
Okay, and what's that number again?
It's 318-346-3143.
All right, y'all, thank y'all so much for being here today.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And we'll be back right after this break.